This is Teachable Moments with April podcast. I am your host, April. If you're a returning listener, I appreciate you and welcome back. If you're a new listener, welcome and thank you. To everyone listening, remember, teachable moments are all around us. Enjoy. So it looks like there has been some type of update to Jamie Foxx's storyline here. It's from Fox News, found it online. It says Jamie Foxx skips movie premiere amid mystery illness, and the co-star says he hasn't been answering phone calls. Now, this story was done, it looks like today again, June 15, 2023, and it says it was actually 27 minutes ago. This story was written by Stephanie Ponan. I feel like I'm butchering her name, so I apologize. It says, as Beat Shazam host Jamie Foxx recovers from his medical complication that reportedly left him hospitalized for weeks, the actor has missed out on his own premiere. Fox 55 skipped the premiere of the new film, which I believe is on Netflix, or, whenever that comes to fruition, of the new film, They Cloned Tyrone, which is a sci-fi comedy drama. The event took place at the American Black Film Festival in Miami Beach, Florida. His co-stars continue to send Fox well wishes since he hasn't responded to phone calls. It says, I wanted him to show up here, but I know he's dealing what he's dealing with, and we just wish him all the best. And I think his name, I'm going to butcher another name, John Boyega, told Entertainment Tonight during the event. I've been calling. I'm just going to keep on calling. He better pick up. Come on, Jamie. Come on. Boyega added. Fox portrays Slick Charles and is also one of the producers of the film They Cloned Tyrone. Now, the movie has the description of an eerie series of events that leads an unlikely trio, John Boyega, Paris, I can't say her first name, Tayana, I think she was in Chirac and some other stuff. I like her. I like John Boyega too. And Jamie Foxx, of course, I like Jamie Foxx. Down a rabbit hole into a sinister neighborhood conspiracy. I'm going to say that word again, sinister. Okay. It says, Marvel star Paris additionally sent her love to Fox while he recovers from his medical mystery. We had so much fun, and he's just such a lively person. He brings such an energy to the set, she told the media outlet. I wish Jamie all the recovery and healing. He's just so amazing. It was just such an honor to work with him. He's so generous as an actor and as a human. Along with John, I got lucky to be able to work with such dope men on this project and dope men of color that it was just so much fun. Okay, so they said They Cloned Tyrone's director said he's definitely sending his thoughts and his prayers to Fox. In a sense, deleted Instagram post. Why they delete it? Corinne shared on April 12th that her father had experienced a medical complication the day before, and that quick action and great care had helped guide him toward recovery last month. If it is the truth, why was it deleted? The family has not disclosed Fox's medical issues, but I thought that they did. All right, that's why he is at where he is at, Ability Lab. Isn't that correct? Okay, keep going. Okay, hold on. Earlier this month, a representative for Fox addressed an independent journalist, which is that AJ Benza, I think is his name, claimed that that the jab had led to medical complications that landed the actor in the hospital. Now, the rep said that the report is completely inaccurate. I was aware of that. In a statement to NBC News, representatives for Fox did not immediately respond No, they didn't. To Fox News Digital's request for comment at the time. Meanwhile, a few weeks after his medical mystery announcement, Fox spoke out on social media and wrote, "Appreciate all the love. Feeling so blessed." All right. After Fox's update, his daughter, Corinne, took to Instagram story on May 12th and wrote that her father has been out of the hospital for weeks and he is just recuperating. Now, Nick Cannon, along with Kelly Osbourne, has been taped to take over hosting on Beat Shazam. It's, so when Fox, he recovers, just recovers, he's going to get that back. This episode contains pre-recorded content. Okay, welcome back. So I've pulled out my Webster's Standard Dictionary, totally old school, and I'm going to read the definition for mystery. The definition: something not immediately or easily understood, or that is ultimately beyond comprehension, a work of fiction. Now we're going to look at the word mysterious. Okay, it says marked by mystery, puzzling, or enigmatic. Okay, that's pretty short and sweet. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing that is just so that I'm clear on what those two words mean in regards to this particular storyline that we're going to discuss about this particular famous individual who is a singer, an actor, all kinds of comedian, very well known. Okay, so I'm going to read this and then I'm going to follow up after that with some of the stuff that I've seen in the local news in regards to him, as well as his daughter. Okay, I'm going to try not to say his name, but I think I'm going to have to say his name. Okay, it says, this is by Wonderwall.com. This was actually from earlier yesterday. Forget what time it was. Usually it'll say on here, but I don't see it. Okay, it says, Jamie Foxx's family breaks silence on his hospitalization and recovery. And it says it's an update. Now, mind you, I have been coming across a lot of content online, on social media, about these breaking updates, but I always feel wanting. Like they're saying it's an update and they're acting as if they're telling you something that is truly breaking news. But to me, it's just a lot of words put together and it's kind of the same thing over and over again. And the televised, like I said, in the news, they say they're updating everybody, but it just seems like it's just recycled and it's very vague and it's very ambiguous. And I think that's why a lot of people on social media are kind of not trusting what they're saying. They're talking a lot but saying nothing. That's how I feel, and maybe I'm being too harsh, but I really don't think I am. Okay, so it says Jamie Foxx's health has been shrouded. Now it says it right here. Look at that. Shrouded in mystery since his hospitalization last month. There you go. Following a medical emergency. Now let me break in right now. I know I said I was going to read this. Even on the local news, when they say that it's an update, they still use those same words: mystery, mysterious, medical emergency, mystery medical emergency, mysterious medical emergency, even after they've already said more or less what allegedly he has. Why is it still a mystery? Why is it still mysterious? You just told us what it is, even though it has morphed and changed into a variety of things. And it's been, as they said, I'm using their words, a month. Okay. There has been conflicting reports, really, regarding his condition in the weeks that followed. On May 12th, the Oscar winner's daughter, Corinne, Fox shared a major update about Jamie's condition. Okay. Claiming her dad is active and doing well. Update from the family. Sad to see how the media runs wild. My dad has been out of the hospital for weeks, recuperating, she wrote on her Instagram story. In fact, he has been playing pickleball yesterday. Thanks for everyone's prayers and support. She further added, we had an exciting work announcement coming next week too. Corinne's post came days after an unveiled report claimed Jamie's family was hoping for the best and preparing for the worst. So if you've been following like me, a lot of the information has been allegedly from her, under her name. Okay. But then now the young lady, one of two daughters that I'm aware of, I think his other daughter's name is Annalise, I believe, has refuted it. Says she never said any of those things previously online, which is also making people give her, the side eye. So like wondering what exactly is happening. So you're telling us stuff and then you say you didn't say it. Then people who are actually his peers in the industry, and maybe they are actually personal friends, saying that he's not doing well. Some people have said he's in a coma, he's in the ICU, they're praying for him, they're asking for other people to pray for them, but now we have this. So, it's looking a little suspect here. Okay, now on Wednesday, May 3rd, Jamie Foxx broke his silence on the undisclosed medical complication. Now, no one's actually heard him. Okay, now this is the other piece to it. Allegedly, he can't talk. Okay, so I don't know how he broke the silence if in fact he cannot talk. Okay, but there are other ways of communication, and I know that all too well. Okay. That sent him to the hospital more than 3 weeks ago. Now, if he broke the silence on the medical complication, well, what is it? If he broke it. So this goes back to reading and reading comprehension. Comprehending. I need to look that up in the Webster Standard Dictionary of what you are reading and what you are hearing and processing. Cognition. So why in the news are they still referring it to as a mystery? We need to unravel the mystery. What is the mystery? What is it? Why is it a mystery? I'm wondering about the mystery. Okay. Amid reports, the Oscar winner has remained hospitalized since shutting down production and his upcoming Netflix film Back in Action, which it looked like he ain't really back in action in his real life, but maybe he is. So how can it be both? Let me read that one more again. Amid reports, the Oscar winner has remained hospitalized since. Okay, so if he is out, why does it say he's still there? Let's read it one more time. Amid reports, the Oscar winner has remained, and they put it in blue. They put it in blue, people. Remain hospitalized since. Okay. Let me keep going. And forcing his game show Beat Shazam to sub in Nick Cannon, okay, as guest host. Jamie shared 2 posts on Instagram after weeks of silence. Not only has his spot as the host been subbed, which actually I found out allegedly it's not a sub. He's not a sub. Nick Cannon is actually taking that spot. And the spot that his daughter Corinne Foxx has was given to Kelly Osbourne. Not a sub. Okay, but there's going to be another project, which is another game show. Okay, so this within this is a discrepancy. Okay, he's not subbing. They gave it to Nick Cannon because him and his daughter are going to have another show, allegedly. Okay, things are not matching up. Okay, it says, appreciate all the love, feeling blessed, he wrote on his page Wednesday. Okay. He also thanked Nick for swooping in to help with his show writing. Appreciate your boy, my boy, at Nick Cannon on his Instagram stories. And then it says, see you soon. And he added, according to Entertainment Tonight, see you soon. Okay. On May 2nd, the episode of the impulsive, make sure I'm saying it right, impulsive podcast, Jamie's friend Kevin Hart said the actor was getting better. Okay. But acknowledged that he's still in the dark about what the Oscar winner is facing. Okay, so let me read that again. I'm sorry, guys. I got a little tickle in my throat and I had to get some water. I'm just going to read that one more again. On the May 2nd episode of his podcast, Impulsive, Jamie's friend, emphasis on friend, Kevin Hart said the actor was getting better, but acknowledged that he's still in the dark about the Oscar winner is what he's facing. This is his friend, but he's getting better. But you don't know what it is, but he's getting better. Okay. Let me continue. I don't know the details or the exact I don't know the details or the exact details and exact details as to what's going on. But to my knowledge, there's a lot of progression and a world of better. A world of better. It's right up there with a world of wonder of better, the comedian said. All right. So how's that sitting with you guys? You don't know what it is. You're still in the dark. You don't have any details. You don't have no exact details. But you do know there's a lot of progression and a world of better. A world of better. That's an interesting little phrase there. Turn of phrase. Jamie, 55, first suffered the health incident on the Atlanta set of Back in Action on April 1st. His family has kept all further details about the situation private. Clearly. Now, what I also found interesting is that on Monday, this I wrote on the piece of paper. Monday, May 15th, update. Okay, Fox 32 News in Chicago. So we learned that he is here in Chicago in a rehab facility that's well known for taking care of recovery and recuperation for people who have had any type of strokes, any kind of traumatic brain injury, and so forth and so on. And that both of his daughters were by his side. Okay, but still vague description that they keep saying in both. So let me backtrack. So that's on Fox 32. I also looked at CBS News. Now on CBS News on Monday evening, when I looked at it on YouTube, they said that he was at an undisclosed location having rehab at a rehab facility, undisclosed, and that security was ready. Security was ready. Ready for what? What was security ready for? What does that have to do with his recovery? I thought that was odd. They made sure they said that security was ready, even though they couldn't divulge where he actually was at. But he's doing great. Okay. An hour later, on Fox News 32, Tia Ewing, I remember this, told where it was at, what the name of it was, gave all the tea. Okay, so is it undisclosed or are we telling everybody now? Everything in this whole scenario is contradicting everything before what they said, and then it flip-flopped. Why is that? And in the one with Tia Ewing, I really love her. She kept saying mystery, mysterious. We still don't know. We still don't know. We still don't know. But before she said we still don't know, she said that at the end too, we still don't know. It said it was allegedly a stroke with some type of bleeding in the brain. So how can it still be a mystery if you just told us it's a stroke and he had bleeding in the brain? There's something really wrong here, and I don't know what it is. And maybe it's none of my business. Well, actually, it isn't any of my business. But I'm a little concerned because stuff is just not adding up. And this is what's got people kind of chattering on social media and people in general. This keeps happening. And for me, I'm not trying to put him in that same category. It's giving, what is it giving? It's giving Shanquilla Robinson to me. It's like that weird. It's one thing being private. I'm a private person. I am too. Okay, I can understand this. But Jamie Foxx is a public entertainer. He unto himself is a brand. Okay. And even though they said he was on social media allegedly and these were from him, something still ain't adding up. And it's just very strange. And I think by him being a person, a man of color, as well as I'm a person of color, you know, when you hear things, even if though he's famous, you start to kind of wonder a little bit, like if they doing stuff to him, something's not right. I'm sorry. I don't know what all the lying. I don't know. And then the daughter saying stuff and then saying she didn't say it. Okay, who's now I realized, and I sat back and I debated, was I going to say anything? But I watched other people's content, and so many people out there have such a great content. They're also kind of wrestling with this and kind of like scratching their head a little bit. Okay, you got this young man, okay, and he is filming. He's been working. He's been working, busy and booked and working. And then some kind of weirdness with, I don't know if it's extortion, somebody trying to get some money out of him, the police, he get ill, they take him away, and then you still talk. It's been a whole month. You keep talking like in like code, health incident, mystery, mysterious, medical emergency. It's like, okay. Then the daughter like posts stuff, and then she backpedals and says she didn't post it, and that she seems more concerned with the bloggers. I don't know why that is. Like that, you can feel something from that post that a lot of the people have put up when they give their commentary. She seems more concerned about people not believing or questioning or what I feel like using their brains, okay, and actually something not sitting well because everything's contradicting it. And what that equates to me, I don't need to look in the Webster Standard Dictionary, it's a lie, a bunch of lies. Now, why that is occurring or happening, I could not tell you. Now, people lie for a variety of reasons. Some people, I know a lot of pathological liars, people that just lie for the fun of it. I don't know if it's fun, but I'm just guessing. I just know a lot of people lie, and you kind of stand there and say, why are they lying to me? Why are they lying about that? Something, little things. I've known a lot of people like that. I like them, known them for years, may consider even be a friend or close acquaintance, But some people, they just can't tell the truth. If to say their life, if they said this is going to save your life, they'll stand there and lie to you to the very end. I've never really understood it, but that's neither here nor there. I'm getting off topic, I'm sorry. So, but usually aside from the pathological liars, people lie for a variety of reasons, okay? To get out of trouble, some people lie to save other people's feelings. They don't want to tell them something that's going to hurt them, so they tend to lie to spare their feelings, not to see them get upset, to save their own hide, and so forth and so on. So it's not matching up. It's very strange. The whole thing is very, very strange to me. So that's all I wanted to say about that. Now, I wanted to touch on the migrants. I don't know whoever else it has been following that. It seems like it's getting really ludicrous. With the migrants, they're being put in a variety of settings which seem to be pushing out other existing groups of people, whether it's homeless vets, whether it's in the space of, even though they say it's separate, children who are going to school, different programs and activities, leisure and recreational activities for children again. And there are a lot of people that got a lot of questions, and actually they're pretty mad, and I'm trying to figure out why this is happening. Now, my first theory was that it's just a big influx of people still, and they're just trying to hustle and get them into certain places and so forth and so on, and there's nothing wrong with that. But then I started to get the impression that they were doing it on purpose to elicit a certain reaction, to make certain, the powers that be kind of force their hand to finally, take over, or it's kind of an indifference. I don't know. I'm not going to claim to know politics or immigration laws. I know neither. But it seems like it's trying to elicit. It's like a passive aggressive way of forcing certain people to get a reaction, and they actually a call to action. That's just my take on it. I feel like that kind of puts everyone in between the migrants, your regular residents, and of whatever state you're in, are like pawns in a way, and they are going to pay the price. And then I've become concerned about the migrants themselves, that people are going to have this animosity toward them because of the people that are in power are either indifferent, or they're making these decisions and encroaching in other people's areas. And so there's going to be this added animosity that they don't need, okay, that they don't need to have to deal with. So you're coming over here and people are resenting you and looking at you like you're the cause of this, that, and the other. And then some type of violence is going to be acted out on them. They don't need any more, because I feel like there is like a subculture of predators that's already been put in place. Okay, put in place. I think some of it's intentional, and I think some of it's kind of not intentional, but it's happening regardless. And it's putting them in a very precarious position, and they are being preyed upon, especially their children, because these children are ending up working. I thought there were child labor laws, but when we look at the underbelly of this, we're finding out that these children are actually working jobs they really should not be working. And then people are lying and saying they don't know, when clearly, if you've got eyes, unless you're legally blind, okay, these are small children, but you got them working a job of an adult. several adults. So something ain't right there either. And then there's the other things that I don't want to speak on that's just children shouldn't have to deal with. But they feel that they probably have to do it in order to get money and to survive. And that just really breaks my heart that that's happening. But no one, the people who have the power to take this over and to deal with this, because there's got to be laws. It's like people are acting like they don't know how to do this. Like, aren't there laws for this? I mean, it's like this weird indifference or something else going on here that's just really like a hot mess sandwich. I'm just sitting here like, isn't someone going to do something good? It's very strange. I should be used to the strange, but I'm still sitting here scratching my head like, oh my God. And these people that come here, they're looking for a better life. And I wonder, like, isn't anyone else that's already here telling them that there's some stuff going on here? Don't come over here because you're not going to be welcome. I don't know how they feel, but I'm thinking if I was them, I wouldn't feel very welcome. And they're literally leaving them prey. Now, what I also find interesting is that Title 42, is that what it is, ended. And then it says something about Title 8. Okay. I should look that up, but I didn't. Okay. And they said that the borders are closed. The borders are closed. Now, I'm wrong for this, but okay. I don't know what state, but the gentleman stood there. I want to say he's the mayor or whatever legislation that's over their jurisdiction of that particular state when he said the borders are closed. But the ironic thing is then when the local news looked out on the streets, it was like a carpet of humans. So how did they end up on the street like that? If the borders are closed and no one's coming in, why are those people laying on the street? Like a carpet. You can't even see the street. You can't see the sidewalk. There are people laying on blankets, what do they call them, sleeping bags. So they came here to be homeless. They came here to be homeless? What? To add something else that I forgot. I have never worked in healthcare. I did volunteer certain times of my life at a local hospital, the same hospital actually, in different departments. I used to do for medical records, and I also volunteered for the pharmacy, hospital pharmacy. So, and my mother, Miss Mary, has worked in the hospital, a hospital setting, for a long time. Okay. And I've always had an interest or an affinity to things that are medical. That's just my personality, just curious. But I think what I'm trying to say, what I forgot to say previously in the other portion, was that I was under the assumption, so I'm gonna say that I'm gonna want to seem like a know-it-all. In order to treat someone, okay, you have to know what exactly they have. So if it is a mystery of what he has, although you have already said he had a stroke and he sustained some type of bleeding on the brain because of that, okay? Why has he got treatment and you're still referring to it as a mystery? You have to it's just like with anything, I'm guessing. Maybe I'm oversimplifying. In order to address an issue, you have to know what the issue actually is. So, what is the mystery? I'm dying to know, what is the mystery? Why is everyone still using this very vague and very surface terminology? Jamie, 55, first suffered the health incident. Jamie Foxx's health has been shrouded in mystery since his hospitalization. So they're admitting that it's a mystery. Why is it still a mystery? Since his hospitalization last month following a medical emergency. See, this is just like a mind boggler. It's like a puzzle that you just can't seem to, figure out. Okay? Then they go, like I already read this, but it's just, I'm just trying to get my point in case you're not with me on this. On Wednesday, May 3rd, Jamie Foxx broke his silence on the undisclosed medical complication in quotations. That kind of rhymes. Undisclosed medical complication in quotations. Do you see what I'm talking about here? Undisclosed medical complication. They're not actually, it's like they said it was a stroke and then they continue to push it away and make it seem like it's this vague thing. This is what makes me think there's something more going on. And then the interesting part about this is that there were some people talk, I'm sorry. People talk. There have been people that said that they were on the set as well as at the hospital. I'm sorry, there's confidentiality, it's HIPAA. I know about that now. And they said that old boy was talking about somebody who was trying to kill him. Now, some people may argue that due to his stroke and the bleeding on the brain, that he may have been not in his right mind and that he became whatever, that can happen. But I find it very interesting that when people, especially celebrities, are imperfect human beings. Okay, I've said this before and it's a fact. I'm not saying something that no one knows, like, oh wow, I didn't know that. But usually what I notice when people publicly like this say stuff like that, especially somebody's trying to kill me, usually somebody is. There's somebody is. It doesn't give me pleasure. I know I'm kind of laughing a little bit, but it usually is. I don't know why that is, but usually people they usually end up dead. So this is making me wonder. I know he's a prankster, he's funny, he's this, he's that, but if he really said that and then this happened to him, what is that telling us? You were just listening to Teachable Moments with April podcast. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I invite you to connect with us on our social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest. I also encourage you to become a paid subscriber in order to gain access to subscriber-only exclusive episodes and content. As always, be well and stay blessed. Until next time.